Alright, hi Moonies, happy Mercury Day, welcome back to my channel. I truly appreciate you guys for coming back here, for liking and subscribing, and I just missed you guys all so much. I had a week off. My baby brother, he graduated from boot camp. He's now officially a United States Marine, so kudos to baby's Moonie brother. But if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Julie, or you can call me Mooney, whichever you prefer. Here on our channel, we talk about things spiritual, we talk about anime, we talk about things that are just things that make us happy, and just a respectful and safe place for everybody on the internet. So you're interested in that witchy, spiritual, anime loving content, definitely hit the subscribe button. Just hang out with us, start a conversation. We're friendly here. But my schedules are Wednesdays and Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just a reminder, so that way you're not missing out on any content. Definitely turn on that notification bell, so that way you get notified when I post. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started a bit on just to catch up with you guys. I do personal readings. If you're interested in that, I do have a sale going on my website that will be linked in my description box to my Moonies Metaphysical shop. The discount is already applied, so there's no coupon necessary. You just you would just purchase a 30-minute tarot session with me. The instructions are in the description box, so if that's up to you, if you like it and you want to purchase it, then go right ahead. It's on sale. It's typically $30. I only have 4 slots left, and it's on sale for $18. That sale is going on until Saturday the 30th, so if you're interested in that, definitely just check it out. No pressure whatsoever. Also, if you're new here and if you want to join my Moonies Metaphysical squad on Instagram, definitely check that out. I am at Moonies Metaphysical on all platforms, but I'm mostly active on Instagram and a little bit on TikTok, but mostly my butter and bread is Instagram. But on Instagram on Thursdays, we do have lives at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so the next live will be tomorrow, the 28th of September. And this live consists of, it's kind of like a game, like just interact with Moonies and give a little bit back to my supporters because I love you guys so much. But how I do is that I guess the number, you know, we just chit chat and we talk, but overall, like, the game is I guess a number, and whoever is closest to that number or picks the exact number, whoever pops up first on my screen will be a winner, and then they can ask a question. Remember, it is public, you are on live, so ask what you want. And I do like a live poll. I use oracle and tarot cards, and then from there I give you a response, and then take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I usually do that on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, just to hang out and talk with my Moonies. And yeah, 3 winners are on that live, so if you're interested and you have a question or you just want to hang out for the vibes, definitely check that out on Instagram on Thursdays. So without further ado, now officially, we will be talking about the 7th major arcana card, which is none other than the wonderful the Chariot. The Chariot is the 7th card in the major arcana, and it is the card that still is in our zodiac series that I mentioned in my other episodes, that all zodiac signs have a linked tarot card. Not all major arcana cards have a linked zodiac sign with it, so just keep that in mind. But the Chariot does. It is linked to the zodiac sign of Cancer. Cancer is a cardinal water sign, so if you know the little crabs, you know a Cancer in your life, this is their respective zodiac sign. I mean, the respective tarot card linked to their zodiac sign. So the Chariot usually is depicted as a person that's on like a chariot. It's a moving, like it's a method of transportation, is a Moonies Metaphysical, with 2 sphinx on the front with their heads facing 2 different directions. A sphinx, if you're not familiar, it's a mythical, I believe it's Greek, I'm pretty sure it's Greek, but it has the body of a lion and the head of a human. I think it's Greek, or is it Egyptian? I'm not really sure, honestly. I'm pretty sure, I think it is Greek, but I'm honestly not too sure. Because I'm like thinking of 2 different pictures right now from 2 other tarot cards, so I'm like the design is kind of messing with me. But that's not important right now. So but it typically has like usually on the card it represents like somebody is the head, somebody's riding the chariot, and then it has the people or the animals or beings that are pulling the chariot, right? And those are looking in 2 different directions, because what the chariot symbolizes overall, the energy is It's about energy, it's about direction, it's about like overall discipline. The Chariot definitely given that energy of work smarter, not harder. Look at your opportunities, look at your resources, look at your willpower, your discipline, and follow your intuitive decisions. Okay, so in this specific tarot deck that I'm using, like I talked about in all my other videos, it is the Radiant Rogue Tarot deck by Sam Sawyer. I actually purchased this one on Etsy, so I'm gonna link it down below like I always do if you're interested in purchasing it. But this one is a really animalia based, like animal focused, like art style. But even in this card as well, like you have here, you have the ram, and then you have two horses that are like symbolizing the Chariot, and then you have a sword going through the ram's head, and then you have wings. So like the art style is really like awesome on this like tarot deck. Is personally one of my favorites, and if you're interested in hearing about like more of it, definitely check out my first episode where I go into depth of how I actually encountered and got this tarot deck. But honestly, the artwork is beautiful, it's amazing, and I love the symbolism of it all. Even though like sometimes with tarot decks, like you remember, a traditional tarot deck has 78 cards. It's a major or minor arcana. Those cards are not going to change in regards to order and name, because that's what classifies it as a traditional tarot deck. But the theme and the art and how it's depicted is different from artist to artist, and I just think that's awesome because it gives more of a like it allows you to understand the cards and the tools more in different perspective on how like the imagery comes out. So I genuinely love that. And it's just a beautiful card anyway. But going back to the overall energy of the Chariot, it's about working smarter, not harder. Overall energy is about direction. You know, you're on the Chariot, it's about moving. Like, so when it comes up in a reading, it's asking for you to look at what needs to be done. What's the transformation? Is it an external thing that has to be transformed and you need to put that energy into, or is it something internally? Going back to the Chariot, you know, here I have my little laptop with my notes. I'm an earth sign, I need my notes. But you know, it also goes back to not holding on to the reins, where the Chariot is all about like symbolizing your own power in which direction you want to go. Because I feel like sometimes where people, especially when new people, when they're learning tarot, they're all expecting it to be like a clear path and just how overall life is. I feel like with spirituality and with tarot, like, you know, they're just tools, they're ingredients, and then life just, you cook your life the way it happens sometimes, you know. Every action has a reaction, every action has a consequence. So the Chariot is kind of it's a positive reminder of that. So when it comes up in a reading and you see the Chariot act, especially if it's an internalized question in regards to like more so like personal growth, like career or moving, finances and all that stuff, especially where it's like, which direction do you want to go? Because you have multiple avenues to take, you know. Like, even if you're staying in your same predicament, that is also an avenue that you're taking, that's a choice, that's a direction that you're following. But the Chariot is really all about like direction and transformation of like, whichever way you go, whichever way that you feel like you're gonna take it, it's like that route is going to be completely different than any other route, and it's up to you to decide how you're going to determine how it affects you in life, right? So oh sorry, I scrolled all the way to the top, but it's just the Chariot really focuses a lot on transformation and just willpower and discipline of like, okay, where are you going, how are you getting there, thinking out your choices, your intuitive decisions, practicing discernment, you know. In regards to the cards being upright and reversed, you know, as I mentioned in my other videos, you know, sometimes people don't read reverses, sometimes people think reverses are entirely negative. I disagree. I'm more in the gray area. I feel like reverses should be read because they do influence the reading, at least for me and my work history with myself and my clients. But also I think as well, and how I feel interpreted like readings, reversals, that it usually reflects more on internally, not necessarily a negative aspect, you know. Like, you can only progress so much in the external realm if you're not progressing in the internal realm, you know. Healing is not linear, but healing is very important to your journey. And I feel like that's why we all kind of resonate with tarot, because we're all like learning something, you know. But in regards to upright, it's encouragement, it's motivation, it's put your money where your mouth is time. Okay, the Chariot, you know, you got multiple lines, you got multiple avenues you can take, multiple directions, but like, what is it that you need to do to reach your goal? Okay, you're not doing things, or your goals are not being met, don't change the goal, change what you're doing to try to achieve that goal. Change your actions, okay? The Chariot is all about keeping the energy going, okay? The only constant is change. So if something isn't working for you, or something isn't happening, or something isn't like really reflecting the results that you want, the Chariot in your reading usually reminds you like, okay, like the movement is here, but it needs to be reprocessed. It needs to be redirected, okay? Rejection is just redirection. If something's not happening, but you are like, I have no idea where to go, sometimes even stopping a bit and pumping your own gas, you know, getting a refresher. In the meantime, it's also keeping up that motivation to keep moving forward, okay? In regards to reversal, like I mentioned before, I don't interpret reversals as negative. I just think they're more internal work. Reversal, in regards to the Chariot, it's me taking that energy, instead of focusing it outwards, focus it inwards. Do your healing, do your work. What is it that's not being completely expressed? What's the self-discipline that you're lacking? What's the emotional like turmoil that you are in? You know, what's the lack of direction, lack of motivation? What's holding you back? Book that therapy session. What is it that you feel like it's not like meeting your needs, where you're reaching your goals, okay? You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to fill your own glass first before you fill others' cup. It's usually like the energy that this Chariot gives you when it's reversed. But just to finalize and wrap up this video, the ruling element and the ruling planet, you know, I always link them, especially to the ones that have zodiac signs linked specifically, because remember, every zodiac sign has a linked tarot card, and not every major arcana card has a linked zodiac sign. So this specific card has the energy of Cancer. So Cancer is a water sign. She's motherly, she's intuitive, you know, she's gonna get that ish done, you know. The Chariot gonna get that ish done, you know. But it's ruled by the moon, and the element of the Chariot is water. So when you have it in your reading, think of like water influences, water elements, and how they manifest and how it comes out in your reading. And then from there, you know, it makes it a little bit easier to interpret. And then last but not least, I always end my videos with a yes, no, maybe so in regards to a question for my beginner tarot readers. And it's a yes, especially for a green light, for adventure and travel, okay? This Chariot is here to remind you that the only constant is change, but keep yourself moving, okay? You want to reach that goal, don't change the goal, change the journey, okay? You have this, you got this, and it's definitely a green light when it comes to things like travel and just adventure. And you know, it doesn't have to be traveling across the country, or you know, it could be traveling like to a different town that makes you find your favorite coffee shop, you know. Like the Chariot is just to remind you that the only constant is change, but with discernment and intuition, heightened intuition, you know that the Chariot is just to remind you that no matter what, you're good on whichever path you take, because you have the willpower and the discipline to know that you can handle the situation, okay? So thank you guys so much for coming back to episode 7. I truly appreciate you guys. Definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below what do you think about it. Does it resonate? What's your interpretation of the Chariot, or just any other cards? Definitely just get the conversation started down below in the comments. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family, or just share if you feel like it resonates. It don't have to, but it's always appreciated. I love you guys so much, Moonies. Thank you guys so much for being here with me and this journey. You guys are the absolute best. I love you so much, and have a great day. See you on Friday for episode number 8. Bye.